it pushes you back in your seat because it's just like all these things going on. But what's great about it too is there's balance with the human element to it. I think, you know, you follow these characters, you root for them, you care about them, and I think that's important. I think it's a more sophisticated approach to filmmaking a big monster movie than there has in the past. Well, I did experiment with some nuclear fusion, and it didn't go well. So I'd like to give my apologies to the loss of a few people who were my guinea pigs, but I learned a lot from that. You learn a lot from your mistakes, actually. So, no, you know, you just approach it as I would look at the sensibility of nuclear proliferation and the waste that it creates, and are we still just going to just do what's easy? Because nuclear power is easy. It's the easiest power to generate, but it is the most dangerous power to have, you know, and the waste just keeps mounting. And do we really think that it's just, where it's gonna be fine, we just keep storing it somewhere in a mountain? It's naive. Well, the good ones are. I think the good monster movies are metaphoric, but and Godzilla's history is certainly that. And it could take on, you know, different meanings along the way. It could take on, you know, how climate change has been affected by human beings, or the proliferation of nuclear power. And Godzilla seems to show his beautiful face every 15 years or so, just to put it back in balance, to say, I told you you were messing around, so I have to set things right, you know. I think the thing about Godzilla is that the ambiguity of it. He is more mysterious. We know more about King Kong because King Kong has more of a face that we can recognize. The eyes, the nose, the ear, everything's in the same place as a human being. And we've seen King Kong react with sadness and care and gentleness. And I don't know if that, you know, we have a tendency to impose human emotions onto beasts and other animals, and I don't think that's right. Godzilla is his own animal, and I think that's the way it should be. Completely. I mean, the set was fantastic. Massive amounts of destructive material and enormous sound stages. And when I wasn't working, I would be walking through and seeing all the art department's wonderful work about what they were able to recreate, and both on the set and in Vancouver, Canada, where we were shooting the bulk of the show. That's our hope. Yeah, it is a big movie, but audiences are more sophisticated now. They demand more sophisticated storytelling, and you can't just have a monster destroying things without people saying, but why? And so we have to give the why. We have to set up the why. We have to also, the way it's structured is that we don't start the movie and immediately you see Godzilla destroying things. It's a let it play out a little bit. Let it set us a foundation of who these people are and what they're trying to accomplish. And boy, when he comes, when he shows his face, it's like, yeah, you know, it's fun. It's a fun movie. Yes, that's one of the biggest reasons, if not the biggest reason, that I signed on, was that our director, Gareth Edwards, for a young guy, he showed tremendous restraint in revealing, and that shows just an understanding of dramatic structure, of how and when to give people what they want. But you don't want to serve people dessert first, you know. Yeah, they're looking forward to dessert, but you give them an appetizer and then give them a little small, and it comes and pretty soon, bam! So it's very well done. I'll watch a trailer because it's intriguing, and it's an own art form of itself to be able to tell a story in 15 or 30 seconds. and it should entice you to want to go see the film. And I think they did a great job with Godzilla in creating that desire and anticipation. And so I'll watch it, and I like the fact that there's different trailers. It's not the same one. They're different things. So you see little different snippets of the movie, and it's intriguing. There's nothing better than popcorn. I mean, it's that, you're consuming it by the handfuls, just like Godzilla is destroying things by the footfalls. You're just like popcorn, popcorn. That's my favorite. 10, almost impossible to work with, full of himself, refused to come out of the trailer several times. Little young production assistant interns would snatch them up and just eat them. It's like, oh, now we have to get more kids to work for us. And it was just, he was unruly. But when he got in front of the camera, you saw why he is the star that he is. He just delivers.